Before I go any further, I want to take a moment just to bring out a very important member of the Coldwell Banker marketing team. Directly opposite of the hit series Blue Bloods. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Emmy Award-winning voice actor and real estate Mr. Tom Selleck.
Just be a few friends.
They are friends, absolutely. So you know, we really need to thank Tom for joining us, and just so you know, he really made a great effort to be here. He's not exactly dressed Genblue, since he's got a three-piece on with a tie, but he came straight from filming and he has to go back later, so we're really pleased that you were able to take the time. We had a chance, of course, to speak a little while in the back, and one of the things that we realized that we had something in common.
Yeah.
And, you know, for those of you who know, well, why don't you just kind of share?
Well, we both come from real estate families.
Exactly. Well, share a little about your
Well, when I was 4, my dad put me and my older brother Bob and my mom in the family car and left Detroit and drove out to Southern California to work for Coldwell Banker. With his brother George Selleck. I think it was a little tough. I'm not sure he made a deal for a couple of years. But my dad always said risk is the price you pay for opportunity. And eventually he worked with the company his whole professional life and retired. But he worked at the Hollywood office, the Hancock Park office. This is in Los Angeles. He worked at the Beverly Hills office. He worked downtown and ended up an executive vice president. And had 2 more kids in the process. And my brother Bob worked for and with Coldwell Banker. My brother Dan worked with Coldwell Banker. My sister Marty worked with Coldwell Banker, and I was the only black sheep. My dad did from time to time talk to his struggling actor son and say, gee, Tom, why don't you get your real estate license to have something to fall back on? Which was probably good advice. I don't know, I was kind of stupid. I thought maybe that would be admitting failure. So it was with a lot of pride. My dad's gone now, but for me and my mom and the whole Selleck family, I was able to announce that I'm finally a member of the family business. My first job was going to the branch offices and cleaning out the trash cans. Yeah. So, did you ever take any trips to the branch offices? Yeah, well, actually I owe Coldwell Banker a lot more than you think, but
how's that?
Well, my dad was a hard worker, and on weekends, even if he wasn't showing the house, he would go down to this was the Wilshire Plymouth office, which doesn't exist anymore, in Hancock Park. And he would bring my brother Bob and I probably to get out of my mom's hair. And we would run around this empty office playing hide and go seek. And invariably, my brother Bob and I would commandeer office supplies. Pencils, paper, pads. So I owe Coldwell Banker a lot more than you think.
Now, since your dad was selling real estate for so many years, you must have some interest in sales or people, especially since you moved out.
Well, yeah, he obviously I think my dad was good at what he did. I know he sold Nat King Cole. And I know he sold a lot of people houses, but and I know he sold Liberace, who my dad always corrected us saying, no, his name is Lee. And we'd say, but Liberace sends us a Christmas gift every year, and it's a piano ashtray, piano stool. There's always something with a piano, and we'd always wonder what Liberace's gift was. But, I think the real estate business, what I noticed with my dad, and I think it was a tribute to him, is you don't just sell a house. You sell a house and you do it right for the right reasons, and you treat people right, and they come back. And I noticed my dad had a lot of repeat business because people don't just buy one house.
You did such a fabulous job as a spokesperson in our campaigns, and so obviously... It's
okay about the pencil and the pads.
Yeah. We'll work that out in contract. So is there a certain concept that brings to your mind home? What does home mean to you? Because you're a busy guy.
Well, it is. I was thinking about that, and it's a hard thing to articulate. But I'm doing Blue Buds, and I commute twice a month to my home, and I'm not so sure home isn't as much, and I think your advertising pays homage to that. It's as much a feeling as it is anything else. I live in a valley, and I have a ranch, and if I think about it, I will catch myself as I arrive twice a month in that valley. I catch myself taking a very deep breath and a sigh of relief, and I guess I'm saying to myself, I'm home.
You grew up in this business. You've seen a lot of your family members have been in the business,
still
in the business. So, from your observations, is there anything in particular that you would share with this group that you would say, this is what, from your perspective, seeing your family, what makes a great real estate professional?
I don't know. Everywhere I go, since people recognize me, I guess that's Cincinnati. But every city, every city that I have ever gone to, including New York, on every job or wherever I've been, somebody's always coming up to me and saying, like they have a secret, you have a house near my house. Or you have a house, in New York it's been, you have a house in upstate New York, or you have a house in the Hamptons. But somebody's always, and I have one house. That's it. So somebody is dropping names and spreading rumors.
We're doing it to raise the real estate values.
Could be. But I think, as I said before, that I think that, and I've talked about it in the Genblue stuff, or you've had me talk about it.
We don't.
No, I'm pretty good about not letting people put words in that mouth. I believe that's and I think that ethical professional behavior probably is rewarded with success, but it also is essential, I think, to making a good real estate person. A home is the most important investment for almost anybody. That always was for me over the years. My first home was a duplex that I couldn't afford, so I bought it with my friend. They were two-bedroom houses, and he lived in one and another, but that's not where I lived forever. So I think ethics and professionalism are really their own reward.
To understand. So. Well, maybe just one or two. But we're so impressed with what you've accomplished in your career. And we've all thoroughly enjoyed watching you through the years. But some of us can't help but wonder, what if you had become a real estate agent? So let me ask you folks, would any of you, maybe particularly you ladies, would you have bought a home?
I used to sell clothes, you know, at a clothing store to make do for acting. And my problem was I would only push the clothes that I liked. So I might have had a problem. I probably would have only sold the houses that I was passionate about. It doesn't mean a house for somebody else can't be something they're passionate about, but I might have had a problem.
Well, if you only sell things that you're passionate about, then it only makes sense that you're our spokesperson for Coldwell Banker. Let's hear it one more time for Tom Selleck.
My dad was big on quotes. Fame is a vapor. Popularity is an accident. Money takes wing. The only thing that endures is character.